We're here at Gordon Murray Design at the prototype shop. XP1 has arrived. I'm here with Frank Coppuck, Technical Director of Gordon Murray Design. So XP1 is here. Finally, the first. I mean, we've got obviously George, the mule, but XP1, the first prototype car. What's XP1's journey going to be like?
XP1's journey is going to be one of initially doing some ride and handling to get the basic setup on the car right, some early calibration work on the engine so that we get the response of the engine in a reasonable condition, and then that will go off to Sweden and start doing some winter testing for the electronic stability systems.
So the tub, first of all, I mean, it's exquisite, especially for a prototype. What would the tub weigh all up?
This tub weighs just on the 100 kilo mark.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Because I mean, it's not just a survival cell, it goes back and, wow.
That's right, it forms the engine bay, picks up and takes all the vertical loading from the spring damper units that feed into the tub. It has to achieve a significant torsional stiffness that we require from the chassis from a response perspective.
Right. Let's look at some of the details here. So we've got these beautiful wishbones, steering rack up front,
yeah.
And the uprights, I mean, it's just a work of art. What makes these parts, apart from just being beautiful to look at, so special?
Well, in production, these parts will be forgings. We make them forgings to get the grain direction in the material aligned to where all the loading is going into them. For the prototypes, the ones that you see here, we actually replicate the forgings. These are actually machinings. I mean, the use of 5-axis NC machines now, there's no limit to what you can achieve with them. But still the ultimate for the production car will be a forging.
Right, and Gordon has said that the analysis tools now have made, for your job, made it sort of not easier is the wrong word, but you can make components closer to the limit than you probably could maybe with the F1.
Oh, absolutely. In the days of the F1, the FE analysis tools that were around then were quite crude in comparison to what we have today.
Talk about crashing for a second. 11 XP cars, 11 prototypes?
11 prototypes, yep.
Are you going to crash one?
We'll probably crash 2.
Oh, Frank,
yeah.
You're killing me.
Yeah. They won't be used again, obviously. It's just a process that we still have to go through,
the
unfortunately.
Thought of crashing this, one of these beautiful cars. How long is it going to take now from this stage to have XP1 fully built and ready to run?
It should be a matter of a month or so, and we'll be running with this car.
It seems very much sort of race car build at the moment, isn't it? The way it's all going together.
Yes, most of the guys that we've got here have been with Gordon a very long time. We've raced together, we've built road cars and racing cars together. The technology that we're using on this car is very much using materials that are very high strength, high stiffness, but very low weight. The benefits of these materials, the carbon fibre materials, are that we have no limitation virtually on the form and shape of the structure that we can build here.
I noticed that on this lovely A-pillar, a nice curve in it, very subtle. All right, Frank, come and show me the business end of the car. Engine bay, I noticed there's some lovely gold foil.
Yeah,
that looks expensive.
Yes, that's there to actually provide heat protection. Immediately behind this bulkhead is the fuel cell. So we want to keep the fuel as cool as possible, and structure itself doesn't like to get too hot. So we protect that all. Rather similar to the space shuttle, really. You have to actually protect that when it's re-entering.
No, that's amazing. I just think it's such a cool thing. And so we're talking about a car here, and we're just like the space shuttle, which it is. I mean, it's so cutting in. Now I'm just looking here. Is this the inlet for the motor inlet, this engine inlet.
Yes, that's the engine inlet there. So there'll be an aluminium clamp, and then on the engine itself there'll be an air box and a plenum chamber, and air will come in through the roof scoop and down and into the engine.
Next to the driver's head.
Next to the driver's head.
Beautiful induction noise.
The induction noise is what everyone's after.
Yeah, absolutely. I might just have that on
Yeah.
a loop. Obviously the fan is going to sit here. Will that become part of the...
Yes, the format you see around here is basically the top surface of the fan cowl itself, and that will extend back to the rear of the car.
Beautiful. Thanks, Frank. I cannot wait to see XP1 getting closer to that completion stage when it's ready to actually run on the road.